me. I hope you're all doing fantastically well. I am. We are currently on our way to potentially a spur dog or a bull huss mark. No, sorry, a bull huss and a spur mark, hopefully, with a bit of luck. We are in Wales. I'm not going to tell you exactly where we're to because it's a bit crap on the locals, like, you know. It's about a half an hour trek up a bit of a rough terrain, so, you know, hopefully we get there in one piece. We're hoping to get there in the next 4 minutes, which is currently, well, the time now is 5:22. We're going to get there at 5:26. So yeah, looking forward to this one. Jesus Christ, that's a big hill. One thing I have noticed around all these sort of Welsh marks is that the lighting, there's no lampposts right now. Oops. Sorry, I'll let that out. So yeah, so what I will say, back in the room, what I will say is that I'm looking forward to it. It's pitch black. And yeah, so we got obviously all our red torches and all that lot. Really looking forward to this one. We've got our wire traces at the ready, made from Dean Booker. So shout out to Dean. They buy it directly off me. I bought my fills, but Dean makes them, and if you've ever seen Dean's videos, you know he's quite clued up with making rigs. So yeah, so we've got everything we could possibly need. Well, that was a bit of a lethal turn. So we've got everything that we possibly need. Cameraman will show you now. It's just starting to get light over there, which is absolutely lovely. We're going to be here for sunrise, which is, there is, what in the hell is that? Is that a badger? It is a badger, guys. Look! Let's get in the middle of the road so we can see it. Look. See him? He is a nice one. Anyway, moving on. We are 4 minutes out. We're not far. So yeah, looking forward to this one. Really am looking forward to this one. If you haven't already, please make sure you drop that like for me. Drop a comment. If you like the video, like it. If you don't like it, press the dislike. You know, we're fair and square. We're 50-50 here. So yeah, so stand by for now. I'll bring you back when we're getting all ready to rock and roll. Stay safe. Hello, welcome back. We are finally at the mark. Car's parked. Baits in the water. See, I'm getting too eager already. Baits in the coil box. As you can see, we've got the drop net behind me. Cameraman, just position yourself. He is currently walking backwards, so just to get, you know, just to get the angle of the dangle, you know. So so yeah, we're here. I'm going to spin you around now to where we're about to go in, and yeah, so fingers crossed we're going to get a spur or we're going to get a huss. I know people talk taupe down here. We're not going for taupe. I mean, it's not even the season for taupe anyway. They're much out into the deeper waters now. So sorry if you're picking up my my box noise. If you fish with a box, you know they make some funny noises. But yeah, who's excited? I am. I think my mate is too. But yeah, so we've got a bit of a walk now, but nothing that we're not used to, like, you know. So yeah, fingers crossed. We'll get into a few fish, but for now, sit tight, enjoy the music, and we're going to go on a trek, and I'm going to show you some scenic photos. Right, ladies and gents, here we are on the mark. What am I going to be doing now, you ask? Well, I'm going to show you. So, rigs. There's only one rig, possibly two rigs, that I would trust fishing down on this mark. I haven't got the packet with me to show you who makes them, but I'll tell you. But anyway, but this is a rig made by Dean Booker. If you don't know Dean does the Veals mail order YouTube videos. If you haven't seen them, I suggest going over and having a look at them. Some of the material on there is absolutely incredible. You can learn so much, but they're kept simple. Gemini splashdown solo bead. I'm pretty sure that's a Cedra bead, I'm not sure. Cedra swivel, I'm not sure. And a bead. This is a £100 rig body, all the way through to another bead, £100 sort of length, and then we go on to the wire trace. The wire trace is about fingertips to the shoulder length. That's an 8/0 Varlas full circle, and wire for the dongle as well. I keep looking over at my rod because I think someone's having a little play with my left hand rod, but I'll show you why I'm not picking it up now. Is because of the size of the bait I've got on there. We're fishing for spurs, we're fishing for Huss. 8-ounce lead, very important. You gotta have the heavier leads down there. Clip it into the splashdown, like so. No rotten bottoms, nothing like that. It's just clean as a whistle out there, I think. Anyway, I've had a little lead about and it does seem like it's very, very clean. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get a bait out and I'm going to show you how we're going to bait it up. Right baits, I've tried with the old feathers, but unfortunately nothing yet, but it's way too early yet anyway. So here's the bait, little Joey Mac. Here's the hook. I'm going to go straight through his eyes. I know there's other ways of doing this, but this is the way that I like to do it. And then we don't cut that off yet. Another tip that I learnt off of Dean himself and Gareth Griffiths. I'm sure you've heard of him if you're watching this. Very well-known angler, very clever too. But yeah, so what we're going to do is we're going to just lightly go down, shank off the mackerel like that. See, that's what we're going to do, so it's in place, and then we're going to get back on ourselves. Keep the tension on the elastic. Keep it nice like that. And when you get to this nose end, what you'll notice is it's quite hard to sort of bind up. Grab the hook, pull it down, so it's like that, resting on your finger, and you can go like that, look. Let some more elastic off. Go around. Do not be afraid of putting too much elastic on. This is a big bait, and there's doggies out here that's probably going to attack it. You know, all the usual sort of suspects, but don't be afraid, because the more elastic you put on, the more tension you put onto the bait, and then the more sort of oils and the blood come out of the fish, and then yeah, the centro gets going. Like I said, we've already got 2 rods out, so but they've been out for about half an hour now. I want to try and keep as much sort of centro going as I can, but put absolutely loads of elastic round by your dongle, because that's your anchoring point there. So as you can see, that that's what it looks like. See that? Look at that blood. That's what we want. But we're not going to cut that off yet because it keeps all the juices inside. So we're going to wrap it up. Don't be afraid, like I said, plenty of elastic. And then that's not even blown up yet, which is good. Put it off. Put that in the side tray so you don't lose it, like I tend to do. And then all we're going to do with this, there's the dongle loop. We're going to put it down. Get your scissors, cut close to it, and we're going to cut around. Like that, look. Yeah? And then we're going to put them off. You should end up with a little triangle left. And then what we're going to do, that right there, obviously your dongle's nice and proud. And that there, absolutely smashing for a Spur Huss. We're going big down there. I know you catch taupe down there. That is, and they're out of season, so I'm not fishing for them. But if one comes along, if there's an early one, you never know. You'll have no problem getting that. But and that's it. And then all we're going to do, we're going to get the lead, get one of the prongs, get his belly, smash him up a bit on the belly. So let's say all that good sort of scent. And that, my friends, is absolutely spot on. Okay, so all the oils and all the blood's going to come out of his belly, come down, and then the fish hopefully is going to work his way up. Big 8-0 circle. He's not going to have no problems getting that in his mouth. And if you can already see, there's blood everywhere on these. Really good joeys, these. So yeah, so I'll bring you back when we get a rod in, or hopefully when we get a bite. So stand by for now. So as you can see, just put you up. There's the rods. The rods are carbon Century Carbon C3 LD. Perfect for this type of fishing. I have, unfortunately, only got me fixed spools. I'll zoom you back out. I've only got me fixed spools. There, look. What that is, 26 or 28 pound Suffolk Titanium. It's a 0.40 with a 80 pound leader. Quite a long leader, because obviously when I need to get down to the sort of landing mark with the net, with the drop net, I'll just show you that now. Well, look at the setting here, there, guys. Watch this. Look at that. That's some setting. That's my little carp rod down there. That is the drop net there. Homemade, by the way, homemade. For yours truly. Yeah, I haven't had a go with them yet, but yeah, that's me carp rod down there with the feathers. The feathers ain't actually on them. They're in my bag, in my box. I've took them off, but yeah, this is what we're dealing with. Like I said, it's Welsh. I'm not going to tell you exactly where it's to, because I've been kind enough to been sort of a heads up on this mark. I'm not going to ruin it for the locals. That's just not me, you know. But yeah, go on, bend over. But yeah, extremely clear water. Bit of a tough up there, look. So yeah, but look at that is a complete drop. Whereas where I'm to, I've got a little step. So I know if push comes shove, if I accidentally mess up my cast, I'm only going to go down there, hopefully, and not in there. But even if I do, it might call me off a bit. Never know. But yeah, big old vessel out there, look, as well. He's a big boy. So yeah, that's the first cast in the water. Let's get another bait out. Unfortunately, on this one, it didn't unclip. And I know why. Nothing to do with the rig. It's a bit of a skill issue from my side. I trapped a bit of the plastic in the splashdown, and it didn't unclip. So that's my fault. But I'll just go a bit closer to you now. Just unclip it. I'll show you. I think there's a few crabs, don't you? But yeah, that's that. We're going to clean this one up now. We got one ready to rock anyway, so we'll give that one a go, and then yeah, I'll bring you back. Right, ladies and gents, bit of a kerfuffle out at the moment. Just casted that rod out, and this rod here I've got in my hand currently. I'm starting to do some funny stuff, so let the drag go a bit, put it back in the stand, sort that other rod out, and hopefully with a bit of luck I can get that on camera for you all. Hopefully. Just going to catch up with it. Make sure it's not on that one. Set the drags, guys. Don't forget the drags. Extremely important. Let's put that one over there. I'm going to put this one down here. Just a little bit lower so I can see what's going on. And hopefully, with a bit of luck, guys, that left-hand rod, what you can see. So hopefully it's going to do something. Hopefully. It definitely went. It was a definite bite. So yeah, so I'll bring you back when hopefully we get a bit better indication. Stand by for right then, ladies and gents. This is the rod that we had a bit of the indication on. So it's been about half an hour now, something like that. So we're going to have a look and we're going to see if there's anything on it. No, I don't think there is. No, but definitely had a few little bites on it though. So we'll bring it in, see what's going on. It's like a summer's day out here. It's absolutely mental. Get close to the edge, but not too close. There we go. There we have it. By the looks of this, it's not had a bite. But I'll bring it over to you. I'll show you anyway. But yeah, there we have it. Looks like the bella's been attacked. Well, it's been attacked by crabs. You can tell that. So yeah, let's put a fresh bait out and let's see if we can do something. Ladies and gents, we're back. This is what we're sending out next. 8 ounce bluey. Still the same rigs. So yeah, let's see what damage that we can do. Hopefully a bit, because the only thing we've had so far is just the one little nibble sort of thing. So I'm going to try and send this one out there a little bit more. This could go one or two ways, guys. All right, so I'm not going to cut it out though. Cameraman, if you want to spin round, I'm going to go this way. Make sure your footings are safe, guys, as well. Make sure it's nice and clear. Nice and clear, that can't fall back on me. Bit much of a drop. Try again. Right, let's do it. There we go. Obviously, not exactly easy on the feet here, is it? So that's just at the bottom there. That's lovely. I don't know whether the cameraman can pick that blue up at all, but that blue is just down there. Don't know what that is. If anyone knows what that is, drop a comment for me. I'm hoping it's fish. Bloody lots of them. That'd be good, wouldn't it? Probably not, but there you go. But yeah, so probably a bit more. Make sure your drags are set. That's set, lovely. Bring them in, keep a bend in the rod as well so we know what's going on at the end. And oh dear. And yeah, we are fishing, guys. There you go, nice little bend in the rod. And yeah, good stuff. So I'll bring you back when we bring the other one in, we bait it up, or if we get any indication, we'll try and get it on camera for you. So yeah, stand by for now. Right, ladies and gents, we're back. Not a lot happening on the bite front, but we're going to send a bait out now. We're making sure my footing's all right. So, it's all the same. I know it looks like an absolute terrible sort of cast, but it gets it out there. That's it. It's in the water. Hopefully it's in some very deep water, and we can pick up a fish or two. Hopefully. Just catching up with the slack now. Making sure it's absolutely pinned. There's an 8-ounce lead on it, so shouldn't really be a problem, you know. So yeah, like I said, not a lot going on, but tell you what, there's absolutely some setting there, you know. The sun's behind a cloud at the minute. When it comes back out, it's like summer. I don't know what the temperature is, but it's really hot. But that tip is sitting nicely in that tide now. So I'm going to put this in the stand, and hopefully, with a bit of luck, fingers crossed, touch a bit of wood, we're going to get a bite, or a run, or a fish, anything just to make the tips go. So yeah, so stand by for now. Right, ladies and gents, as you can see, I've got a rod in my hand, and I'm waiting for, hopefully, what's going to be the first run of the trip. Tip started sort of bending over. And this feels like it's sort of like dropped it, sort of thing. I'm not sure. Like I said, I'm quite new to this sort of venue and how it fishes, etc. But there's definitely something on it. I have got a circle hooked on, so I do need to. It looks like it's going left. I'm sorry for the silence. I feel vibration as well. I don't know what that is. He's travelling now, so I'm going to tighten that. Oh, no. Very odd. Extremely odd. I don't know what's going on here. Never had this before. Yeah, extremely rare. I'm not sure what's going on. But if we can focus on that tip a minute, cameraman. Just see just so you guys can see it from at home. There is definitely somewhat playing around with it, but I'm not sure what. Every time I lift that up, I roll back down into it. Do you know what I mean? I don't know what's going on there. Very odd. I'm not sure. I'm going to put it back into the stand and then I'm going to see what actually happens. You know, keep the clutch, keep the drag quite tight, I think. The tide is still actually coming in. We've still got like an hour left of the tide. So I'm going to see what let's see what happens. But yeah, hopefully I'll bring you back. Hopefully me down there with a fish. Hopefully. So stand by for now. Hello ladies and gents. Welcome back. We have finally got a fish. It's not what we're after, don't get me wrong, but we haven't blanked. So bear with me. And with a bit of luck, I can pull him up. There he goes. Like I said, it's not what we came here for, but we didn't blank. And if you have a look at this is actually quite hilarious. Don't even think the fish has got the hook in his mouth. Don't think. Can't remember what oh, it has. Yeah, it's got the J hook in his mouth. You go, look, that's what they're famous for. Just saying all their bits back up. So let me get this hook out. There you go. There you go, look. And that, my friends, is a doggy. But beats a blank, I suppose, doesn't it? But yeah, so apart from that, that's why I haven't brought you back for a very long time. As you can see, the water's all changed now. It's come up to high and it's now going back out. But yeah, so for this little puppy, we're going to send him back, and I'll bring you back when something else happens, or when we're packing up. Stand by for now. Right, so here's one for you guys in the comments. Is this a doggy or is it a bull huss? Is that a huss? Or is it a doggy? Who knows? Let me know in the comments. Alright, ladies and gents, that has come to an end for my session now. We've obviously just had that doggy. But just clearing up, making sure sort of like, you know, all our mess is gone. And the more mess I'm finding. That there is clearly, unfortunately, a bird who's got a bit tangled up in someone's line, which they've left about. And if you have a look down here, all down there, it's all feathers, which is clearly off the bird. And what I am going to show you now is something no angler likes to see. Ammo. Yeah, that is someone's bait packet ammo. Put that down there a minute. Again, ammo, bait packet. We keep going. Look at this. 1, 2, 3, 4. Plastic. Again. Look at it. Why are we doing this? It's absolutely dreadful. There's no real sort of like reason for it, really. And all in these little nooks and crannies, there was bits and bobs, but I've already got that out. But yeah, anyway, I'm not moaning, but tidy up your shit, and definitely don't leave stuff like that around, because wildlife gets caught up in it and game over. But yeah, anyway, that's me. This is the BCA. We've caught a fish, we haven't blanked. I'm happy we haven't blanked. It's a new mark. Am I going to be back? Obviously. But yeah, apart from that, stay safe. Catch you on the next one.